Hello, beautiful soul, and welcome back to the Essence Show and podcast. Today, we are welcoming in a new era known as the soft success era. I am so freaking excited to talk to you about what this is, what this means, and a really exciting free 5-day challenge that I'm doing on the soft success era so that we can welcome it in together, that we can really dive into what this actually looks like in your life, and that you can start activating this superpower on a day-to-day basis in your life. So let's dive in. So, welcome to today's episode, the soft success era. Today, we're welcoming in this new era. There is so much happening in the energetic world right now, in the seasonal energies around us, in the cosmos, that really is asking us to start tapping in to this new way of doing success, to this new way of showing up to work, to this new way of really being in your body, being in your pleasure, and being in flow. So, we're going to be talking about all of that today. And there's a really special reason why I'm talking about the soft success era today, and that is because I am going to be hosting a very special, exclusive, free 5-day challenge called the Soft Success Era. And we're going to be diving into exactly what this means, exactly what this looks like. We're going to be talking about the different elements of it, how you can start implementing it in your own life. And there's a lot of really exciting goodies that are going on and going into that challenge. So I'll talk about that in a moment. But I really want to just start by saying, welcome to this era. Do you feel the shift? Do you feel this new energy? Do you feel something has shifted since the start of March? Because I feel that. And there's so many, like I said, reasons for why this is coming up and why this has happened within the cosmic world, within these energies around us. And yeah, just tuning in, like, do you feel that shift? Do you feel something change in your day-to-day life? Have you felt like 2023 is officially started, even though we're in March right now? Like, all of these energies are really lending to these themes right now. So I'm curious to hear, let me know in the comments below in general as well, once you've listened or watched this episode, either on the YouTube channel or on wherever podcast app you're listening to the Essence Show on. Let me know in the description below or in the comments below in the comment section, in the reviews, what you took away from this episode, what resonated with you, how you're going to be implementing this in your own life. Did you get an aha moment? Let me know. I love interacting with you here. And it is so exciting to hear just how this content, which I mean is free and available to you, how this is already such a powerful way to start connecting to these themes and connecting to these topics in your life. So what I really want to say before we dive in is scroll down to the description below or to the show notes and get yourself into the Soft Success Era Challenge. This challenge is starting on March 27th. It's a 5-day challenge. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I am going to be going live on Instagram Live and hopefully also YouTube Live, both in both those places, and giving you 15 to 25 minutes of little day challenges where we're going to be diving into what the soft success era is all about. How do you use it? What does it mean? How does it affect you in your daily life? What are the energetics that are happening right now? How can you start harnessing them and activating them and implementing them in your life and how you're showing up for your success? If you sign up, however, which I highly encourage you to do, you are not only going to get access to the replay because not everyone is in the same time zone here. So you're going to make sure that you can watch all of the replays, also multiple times if there's anything that you didn't understand, as well as the fact that when you sign up with your email, you get 3 very exclusive special bonuses. One of them is a meditation activation, one of them is a hypnosis, and the third one is a surprise that I will be sharing at a later date. But these 3 elements are going to be really helpful for you in actually implementing what you're going to be learning over the 5-day challenge, not just listening to them. So I really recommend you put your name down and sign up with your email so that you can get access to the replays and these additional bonuses to really get that deeper transformation. So this is starting March 27th, 2023. And really the Soft Success Era 5-day challenge is kicking us off to the launch of the Energetic Success Studio. So the Energetic Success Studio is my community membership and coaching collective. There's 2 tiers, so you can kind of choose what kind of support and information and wisdom you want to be getting. But the soft success era is really this funnel into the energetic success studio simply because that's what we're talking about in that studio. So if that studio has been of interest to you, if you put your name on that wait list, this is a really great 5-day challenge for you to get in on so that you can kind of start tuning in and understanding what the studio is all about. So now that I've talked more than enough about all the little housekeeping things, make sure you get signed up for that 5-day challenge. And let's dive into today's video so that you can start getting excited about this challenge. I'm so freaking excited. This is like nothing I've ever done before. So, like, if this is speaking to you, oh my God, get your name on that list, girlfriend. However, I want to go into what this topic even means because you might be sitting there thinking, like, okay, cool. I like it, but like WTF, right? Like, what does soft success mean? Why are we talking about the soft success era? And like, what happened to like the girl boss or like how I'm showing up to create success? Like, it seems too like wishy washy or flowy. Like, it doesn't resonate with me. And I want you to stick with me. And I'm going to be breaking all of it down. So, one of the things that I want to say right off the bat, because I am a Swiftie fan, and if you are a fellow Swiftie, aka Taylor Swift lover, you probably know in her latest album, there's a line in her song, Sweet Nothing, something like that. And it's called, the line literally goes, and the voices that implore that you should be doing more, to you I can admit that I'm just too soft for all of it. And I love this line, this lyric, because it really encompasses the vibe and the energy that I want you to lean into right now. Not because you're too soft to handle it, but because this element of you is something that we've been really taught in our patriarchal world culture and the way that we've been taught to show up for success to really push aside. And so this kind of space of saying, hey, I'm creating this safe space around me with this particular person or with myself in my life where I can really be me, where I can really let go, where I don't need to control everything, where I don't need to be this perfect image or this perfect performance that I'm constantly giving all of the time. Like, I can really release all of that. And so like this idea that you should be doing more. And it's like, why is that coming up? Why is this a theme that, I mean, Taylor Swift freaking put it in one of her lyrics. Like, this is a big theme that's coming up right now. And the energetics really support why this is happening. So we're really being called to lean into this era of soft success. And what the era of soft success really means is this transition from the girl boss era into this soft success era, where we're starting to shift out of what the girl boss era essentially is this idea of we need to, as women, start to perform this masculine energy version of success. So we're leaning into the patriarchal narratives of what success looks like, how we need to be showing up for that, who we need to be, the qualities that are valued in terms of how you show up to work, what is acceptable, what is valued, how other people perceive you, and what they'll see as a respectable quality versus a less respectable quality. So it's really this, okay, girl boss was I'm matching the mask or the performance of the masculine way of success, the masculine energetic way of success, rather. Let's get really specific with that. And essentially, all of us are performing when we show up for success. When we think about how we're meant to be showing up and what we're meant to be doing, we always put on kind of like a different mask or a different outfit. And some of these outfits can be really beneficial, and we can benefit from stepping into this up-leveled version of ourselves in different areas of our lives. And you as a partner is probably different than you in your work or in your business, or you with your children, or you with your best friends versus your work acquaintances. And that's all fine and good. It's more of what happens beneath the surface and how you are showing up, and whether on an internal level you are in alignment with how you're showing up. And so this girl boss has really been associated with this hustle mode, with this grind culture, with the, like, you can match what the masculine energy or like the male dominated industry has been doing. Like, you are just as good as it and good as them. And like 100%, you have the limitless potential to be and do whatever it is that you want to be and do. However, it's the way that you're doing it again, right? Like, why are we feeling like we need to match? And the only way that we can match it is if we do it exactly the same way. Like, what if our superpower is actually within the fact that we can do things differently and that we have different gifts to bring to the table in how we show up to create success? So, this girl boss era, I really want to invite you to like release whatever attachment you've had to it. And if that really resonates with you and it feels good in your body, totally. Like, that could be a definition or a language that feels good to you. Personally, that for me is really tied to my wounded masculine energy, my feeling that I need to create and control and really grip tightly to things and be this type A overachiever. And so that personally for me really doesn't resonate anymore now that I've really gone into this work. So even if that resonates with you, I want to really encourage you to welcome in this new era of soft success. And the soft success era is really tapping into this idea that you have this soft superpower within you. Your softness or this alternative way of doing things is your superpower. And so it might not be literal softness for you. There might be another superpower that you're showing up in. But what it really means is going away from the status quo and forging your own path within this, the one that's more in alignment with you, the one that is more authentic to who you are as a person, and the one that also encourages you to really take up space in your own way, right? Like as soon as you're doing that, you're speaking your voice, you're sharing your truth, you're showing up in alignment with your values and your desires as opposed to trying to match what you think is expected of you. And one of the things that's associated with this girl boss era is this theme of shame. And Brene Brown defines shame. Brene Brown, our favorite go to vulnerability researcher, defines shame as an intensely painful feeling or experience of believing that you are flawed and therefore unworthy of love and belonging. Okay. Take that in for a minute. Like, shame is this feeling that you are somehow flawed, you are somehow not enough, and therefore you are less worthy. And what often happens with work, not even often, all the time, I see this constantly, and I know this is true for myself. And this is the narrative that shame perpetuates and that is embedded into our culture is that we therefore need to work really hard in order to create our worthiness, in order to prove our worthiness, in order to gain validation, in order to solidify this worthiness and create the sense of belonging through this external validation. It's all happening outside of ourselves. Success then is what we create as a result in order to really solidify this worthiness as like a title that we have. Like, I am worthy because I have this thing. I'm worthy because I've achieved this thing. I have a sense of value because of what I have in my life, right? It's not about who I am, it's about what I'm doing. And this completely disconnects us from the truth of success and your true essence, which is your worthiness and your belonging comes from within you. You are inherently worthy. You are inherently valuable. The fact that you are here alive on this earth and breathing, the fact that you were just born makes you inherently worthy. You simply are. Everything on top of that is just a bonus. And so this is why we're shifting into this soft success, because it means reclaiming our own inherent worthiness from that foundation and having that bonus built on top of that, as opposed to this girl boss era of like, I'm here and I need to reach to this level. So I need to reach and fill the void in order to claim this worthiness, to claim this validation. And again, the girl boss era has served us. It has given us space. We've taken up space in certain areas of life and in certain industries. We've claimed power within that. However, now it's time to release it from being from this masculine energetic place and starting to move into creating our own version of success, your unique version of success. This isn't even necessarily a collective thing. This is you choosing this for yourself, you creating success on your terms. And what that really needs to start with is releasing this external need for validation of worthiness through work, because otherwise we're going to continue to perpetuate this cycle, right? And that's where the soft success era comes in, because we're starting to reclaim it from the inside out. You're coming back to your own internal power. And instead of looking for things externally, you're creating an internal sense of validation, and you're leaning into success based on your unique gifts, your unique energetics, and your inner soft superpower. So what is soft success? Let's break this down really quickly. So shame, what we just talked about, is what's standing between you and your pleasure. And pleasure is your purpose. Like literally when we're talking about inherent worthiness, like that in itself is your inherent worthiness to experience pleasure, right? Like you don't need to earn your rest. You don't need to earn your ability to have fun in life or to play. You are already inherently worthy of experiencing pleasure, and therefore that is your purpose. It's to enjoy life. You are a spiritual being having a physical experience in this life, right? You're in this human body. You get to enjoy this. And of course, life comes with its challenges. You are here to learn a lot of lessons in order to expand and in order to grow and transform and transcend. And you are meant to enjoy the journey. This is not meant to be a struggle. This is not meant to be something that is constantly putting you in survival mode. And now that we live in a society that has so many luxuries and that has so many comforts, it's time for us to shift our primitive subconscious minds out of this survival mode of needing to create and do and achieve and fit in, because that's no longer dependent on our success, right? Thousands and hundreds of thousands of years ago, of course, if you weren't part of the community, the tribe, the town that you were living in, like that was your protection. So if there was any kind of exile, like, yeah, you needed to fit in order to secure your safety. But that's just not the truth anymore. And so we are literally continuing a cycle where we're disconnected from our pleasure because we're disconnected from our own inherent worthiness. We feel like we need to earn it, and we're not doing things in alignment with ourselves. So you're potentially showing up to work in a way that's not in alignment for you, which is creating burnout, which is creating exhaustion, which is creating physical symptoms of fatigue or insomnia and so many other things, because there's this feeling of, well, I'm not inherently worthy yet, so I need to prove that somehow. And so this is all of the things that we're starting to deconstruct here. So soft success really is about coming back to seeing success as a holistic, whole being approach, which is prioritizing the connection to yourself. It's prioritizing play and pleasure and enjoyment and really fulfillment, because in the laws of energy, when we talk about the law of attraction, the law of vibration, the law of balance, all of these universal laws that govern how the energy flows and works around us, what you're experiencing, what you're feeling, the energy that you are vibrating at is going to be what you create more of. So the more you're in survival mode, the more you're hustling, the more you're feeling burnt out, the more you're going to be creating those feelings as a result as well. That's the experience that you're going to continue to have. So shifting into this soft success approach and this era of soft success is really reclaiming the approach to success, making it a holistic, whole-bodied experience, and prioritizing this experience of pleasure and enjoyment and being in this energy as opposed to this survival, hustle, stress mode. And most importantly, when you do this, you begin expanding your success. You begin getting increased and maximized results because you're actually, again, matching a higher level results. What you are is what you attract. What you focus on expands in the laws of energy. So if we are feeling enjoyment, if we're feeling pleasure, if you're feeling excitement in life and you're really enjoying things, you're going to be creating those results that align with that as well. So if you're going to take away one thing from today, it's that success is an inside job, and the soft success era is the start, the foundation for establishing this. And this is exactly what we're going to be talking about in the 5-day soft success era challenge. So this is the place where we're going to be activating your softness as your superpower for your literal success glow up. So if that is speaking to you, if this video spoke to you today and you're like, okay, I'm feeling this, or if you're like, okay, I want to start shifting into this, I want to have this expanded experience of success, I want to be creating everything that I desire in my life, but do it in a way that feels good, this is the challenge for you. Scroll down to the description, get your name on that list so that you get the additional bonuses, the activation meditation, the hypnosis, and all the other goodies, and also the replays, because these are going to be live. So if you do want to just hop on Instagram or on YouTube, you can do that, but you're going to want all the other goodies because that's going to uplevel your experience of this challenge. There's also going to be a winner chosen from the sign up list. So if you've signed up for the challenge, you can actually win a 6-month scholarship to the Energetic Success Studio, to both tiers. So you're going to have access to the entire studio for 6 whole months as a scholarship. That is a gift that you get to win when you sign up for this challenge. And there's going to be some other rules that go along with that I will explain when the challenge is happening. But one more reason to sign up for this challenge. That's where I'm going to leave you today. Let me know in the comments below what resonated with you. Are you ready to embody the soft success era? Again, there's so many energetics that are happening in our world right now, cosmically, energetically, seasonally. And we're going to be diving into that in the challenge as well. So if you want to understand what's actually happening, like why is the soft success era so prevalent right now? Why did Taylor Swift put those lyrics in her song? You're going to get all of that information within the challenge. So I cannot wait to see you there. March 27th is where we start, and I'll see you in next week's episode.